Stephen McMichael and Virginia McCaskey are finalists to go into the Hall of Fame. We're going to talk about their chances there. We're also going to look at an article over at Bear Goggles On that gives 5 over and unders for Justin Fields. I'm going to give my opinion on that. And Kevin Warren wants to build the most advanced stadium for the Chicago Bears. We're going to get into all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Let's go ahead and get into the content for today. Well, first up, if you want to follow the show, you can do so at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform that we happen to be on. But let's get into the content for today. So Steve McMichael is one of 31 finalists, semi-finalists to go into the Hall of Fame. Him and Virginia McCaskey, who is among 29 coach and contributors semi-finalists to go into the Hall of Fame. Now, Steve McMichael, 13 seasons with the Bears. We all know he's a legend. He was a member of the 85 Bears team. And while this does seem like, with the things going on with his health, that they may be trying to get him in the Hall of Fame before, unfortunately, he's not with us any longer, his resume, he deserves it. 2-time first-time All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 2-time Pro Bowler with 92.5 career sacks. He ranks second amongst Bears history, only to Richard Dent. Listen, Mongo deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. That's my opinion. Yes, I am completely jaded, and this is meathead of me. I don't care. Mongo deserves to go in the Hall of Fame. That just is what it is. When you look at what he's able to do, the fact that he was part of one of, if not the greatest football team of all time. Yes, again, meathead. It is what it is. That's what it is. I'm a Bears fan. You can sue me if you want to. I'm still going to be here. It's my show. With that said, though, Stephen McMichael, he definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And, it's something that, when you look at just all his contributions, what he was able to do, where he ranks in Bears history, I don't think too many Bears fans are going to make the argument that he doesn't deserve to go into the Hall of Fame. I think we have a couple of Bears players on that are former Bears players that are retired with us that deserve to go in the Hall of Fame, and Mongo is definitely one of them. Now, when you look at Virginia McCaskey and what she's meant to the game of football overall, she's been part of this Bears organization and, taking off the daughter of George Hollis. Like, it is what it is. She deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I know we have our issues as Bears fans with how the team was run, some of the things that the McCaskey's done overall, but at the end of the day, for the longevity, the fact that she's the owner of this team, the fact that, just what the team has done. Yeah, we've had a long time of struggles, but I hope that they both get in and we can have something to celebrate as Bears fans. That's my thought. You guys can let me know what you think down below. Now, to get off that, Parker Hurley over at Bears Goggles On had an interesting article at 5 over-unders for Justin Fields. And I thought this was interesting. Me, C-Dub, Bobby, we just had an episode about the expectations for Justin Fields. So the fact that this article came out the day after, I thought it would be interesting as a kind of a follow-up to that to kind of go over it. So, number one, over or under 439 attempts with a 64% completion rate for Justin Fields in 2023. When you look at it, he had 318 attempts last season. He completed 60% of his passes last season. And so, to go up to that number of attempts, to go up from 21 to 29, that's a lot of attempts. And we still don't, while we have the weapons, we still don't understand or fully have a grasp on the balance that Justin Fields is going to be between the passing and running game. We still expect to be a very run-heavy team, not as run-reliant, but still a very run-heavy team, right? And I've talked about that before. Those are very different things between being run-reliant and run-heavy. We're going to be a run-heavy team, but we hopefully aren't going to be as reliant on the running game as we were. I think that Justin Fields can probably get about 400 attempts. That's with this passing game firing on all cylinders. They're going to have to be going, and they're going to have to play well. And if those things happen, I definitely can see him getting that many attempts. But the key thing is the completion rate. I want to see Justin Fields have that completion rate, regardless of the number of attempts, to have a higher completion rate, to get, that would speak to the chemistry, the ability of your wide receivers. The completion rate is the thing that I'm looking at so far. So, I may go under on the attempts, but I'm going to go even with the completion rate. I think Justin Fields is going to be able to get a 64 completion rate this season, in my opinion. Next up, over or under 22 touchdowns and 12 interceptions for Justin Fields was the next one in this article. And we said it. I think Justin Fields is going to get about 30, close to 30, between 25 and 30. touchdown attempts now. There are only, I think, 4 quarterbacks with more than 30 touchdowns in last season. So, getting higher than that would put him in like elite category, but I think he can get over 22. I think we're looking at about 25 touchdowns for Justin Fields throwing. As far as interceptions, listen, I think it's going to be more than 12 just because I think it's going to go through that growing pains. I think he's still going to have to build up that muscle memory to realize he doesn't have to, run for his life or get the ball off as fast and kind of, take more time to go through the progressions naturally. But I do think that Justin Fields is going to be over on the touchdown attempts and unfortunately over on the interceptions as well, but not too much. I'm not going to say it's going to be too much there. Next up, over or under 3,193 yards for Justin Fields in 2023. This is the big one, right? Justin Fields, who had, I think, about 2,200 passing yards off the top of my head last season. I can do some research on that real quick to verify that. But to get, he had 20, look, I be knowing my stuff. He had 2,242 yards passing last season. So looking at that to this season with just having DJ Moore there, I'm going to say Justin Fields is going to have over 3,000 yards passing. I'm going to say, I know this may be me contradicting what I said, in seeing that, looking at DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool being healthy, the 2 tight ends that we have, using the running backs in the passing game as well, I'm going to say I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over the 3,193. I'm going to say he has about 3,200 yards passing next season. For me, let me know what you guys think on that one down below. Next up, over under 912 rushing yards for Justin Fields. I'm actually going to go under on this. I think that we're going to have such a solid running game, and I think Justin Fields is going to show progression in, better choosing when he runs. I don't think he's going to have to run for his life. He's not going to have to save as many plays with his legs, but I still think he's going to have upwards of about between 600 and 700 yards rushing next season. But I'm going to go actually under on the 912 rushing yards just because I think he's not going to have to make as many plays with his legs. I think he's going to be able to use that better now as a complement to what he has with his arm and what he does in the passing game this upcoming season. That's my personal opinion. The last one on this one, over under 39 sacks for Justin Fields in 2023. And this is the big one, right? Sacked last season 55 times. So even getting anywhere below that is an improvement, which is wild to say. This is really more of a bet on the offensive line than anything. I'm still going to say Justin Fields is sacked 25 times next season, but I'm going under on the 39 sacks. That's my thoughts on that one. Let me know what you guys think on that. Do you agree on the over-unders? What are your over-unders? Let me know that down below. Before we go, though, I do want to talk about the words from Kevin Warren, right? We know it's been a lot of back and forth with the Chicago Bears with this new stadium. Are they going to be in Arlington Heights? Are they going to look elsewhere? But he said this: I want us to build the most advanced, most progressive stadium project ever on the planet. I want people and corporations to come and say, let's spend some time at the Bears because they are forward-thinking, innovative company and want to win Super Bowl trophies. Why not us? Why not? Now, for my Chicagoans, the last time we had a Chicago, a person in Chicago talking about our teams was Derrick Rose saying, why not me, when it came to the MVP. So to hear Kevin Warren say, why not us? You know why not, right? At the end of the day, right? Winning Super Bowl trophies is what it's about. Every move needs to be about getting you closer to being able to host that Lombardi trophy. That's what it's about. That's what they do it for, right? It's about getting closer to that. That does not mean you still can't have successes by not winning it. It doesn't mean that you still can't progress by not winning it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to winning Lombardi trophies. That is what you want to do. That is the goal of what's happening. And I know we're here to talk about the stadium in this one, but listen, you brought up Super Bowl. I'm a Bears fan. We deserve it, right? But we have to earn it at the same time. We have to progress and get there. And that's why I love the groundwork that what's being laid here in Chicago. We deserve a Lombardi trophy. The fan base deserves it, right? That's what I mean by it. The fan base deserves it. There are very few fan bases in the NFL that are as passionate and knowledgeable as Chicago Bears fans. We deserve it. Now it's up to Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, Matt Eberflus, the players to get us there. It's up to them to get us there, but we deserve it. The new stadium, that's all fine and dandy. We deserve Lombardi trophies as a fan base. And that's not just us. Every fan base deserves that. If you spend your hard-earned money supporting, giving your time, investing your resources in a team, Everyone deserves it, but not everyone's going to get it. And unfortunately, we've been on that side of not getting it for so long. We need it. And hopefully, what this front office and this new regime with the Chicago Bears is doing is laying the groundwork to get us there, right? That is what it's all about. That's what it's done for. And hopefully we're getting closer and closer to that goal, and hopefully we obtain it sooner rather than later, but it's going to take work. It's going to take progression. It's going to take vision. It's going to take all those things. And for the first time in so long, it feels like we have that in Chicago. We have the vision, right? We have talent that we're building here. We have the things. We have maybe a coaching staff in place that's going to do that, a culture that we're trying to build as well. We need to get to that Lombardi trophy, period. That's my thought process. Now, as far as the stadium, listen, as somebody who I look at Soldier Field as a mecca. Like, I love Soldier Field and hate it at the same time, but there's something different about being in Soldier Field watching the Chicago Bears play. And as they build a new stadium and we build new memories and all those things, I love it. The franchise deserves it. We have one of the, if not the oldest stadium in the NFL and one of the smallest. We deserve it, right? And I understand why that is such a thing and why that is Kevin Warren's first major task in being in the job. And I trust that he's going to get us there. And I trust that he's going to put it in the situation to where the franchise makes more money, the fans have a great experience, the city of Chicago will probably get to host a Super Bowl as well, right? That's all things that help the city. That's all things that help economy. That's all things that help the franchise. And hopefully that then allows them more assets to go out and do major things with. So whatever happens with the stadium, we're going to be there. I'm probably, whenever it's built, we're 3, 5, however many years away. But I'm promising you this, and hold me to it. I will be there on opening day when that stadium gets open. The first home opening game when the new stadium's there, I'm going to be there. And I hope to see you guys there as well. But that's my time for today. Make sure you guys are following the show at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for our mailbag episodes going down tomorrow and Saturday, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And like I like to end every episode on, Bear down, no, Chi-Town up, Bear down. I can't get anything right today. Chi-Town up, Bear down. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.